How you doing, everyone? It's MyManJustin with MyManJustin's Collectible Emporium, and I am your man for Pokemon cards, collectibles, analysis, and consulting. Today, we're going to get into EX Team Rocket Returns, and this is an awesome set. I think it's totally underrated. It's a little less known. It was during a time when Pokemon wasn't as popular. It was at that EX series when a lot of people had lost interest and gotten out of the hobby. But now that people are getting back in it, a lot of collectors that are getting back into it, they go back to the base set, Wizards of the Coast era sets where they left off at, and then they finally work their way around to finding about the EX sets, and they realize how awesome they are and how much of a treat they really are. So we're going to get into it today, show you some of these cards and talk about them a little, and we'll get right into it. Alright, so right here on page 1, we got Dark Tyrantars, Dragonites, Dragonairs. We got the Dark Pokemon, which is a theme of Rocket type Pokemon. These are all non-holos in this lot right here, but nonetheless, we can see the artwork and appreciate the artwork. It's a great, the motif of this set, the dark kind of look, and that great big moon behind Dragonite. It's just really beautiful set. It's very unique from the EX sets. Even the holographic on the cards is different than, say, the Dragon Frontiers or Delta species that we've gone over. So you can see here this reverse holo energy, and like with all EX series sets, we get the stamp in the bottom right corner of the artwork. And these cards look great. They've got all the holographic symbols of the energies in the holographic, which is something that wasn't seen in the other EX sets. So that was something different about the Team Rocket Returns, as well as with this Delibird. Get all the different symbols in the holographic, and it's just a great set. Like I said, it's kind of an under realized set, but it is gaining popularity very quickly. So here's a Dark Tyranitar. There's another Dark Tyranitar in this set. They're very aggressive. They're, usually these are mid-attack, mid-battle type themes in the artwork. There's a couple Dark Dragonairs in this set. Here's one here. There's also a really nice looking reverse holo. And these packs now are pretty expensive. I think they're probably going up in price as we speak. Probably around the $150 to $200 range. One of these cards I want to show you, this Dark Gyarados. It's just awesome. It's got like this steel blue on the border that really gives it a nice vibrant border. That kind of red behind it makes it kind of an evil look. It's just a great artwork. And there's also cards in this set that are not so dark, much more playful, bright, with the Ledian and the Azumarill. Just to note a couple cards for all the Magikarp collectors out there. This is going to be a nice one. You can get it for less than $10, which is a pretty good price for a pack that you got to spend that much for. Just to note, this Houndour is pretty popular. People are getting it graded. This Wabufei is a very valuable one. There's a lot of Wabufei collectors. That card could be worth around $20. Just to note a couple more of the rare holos, just so you can see. And it's cool because you can kind of see that traditional holo look with the dark Ampharos and the dark Golbat. These are just regular rare holos. But there's also the ones that have heavy symbols in the holo, like this one, which is cool. Wasn't something that was in the other EX sets as much. So as you progress through the set, they lighten up a bit, but it's still nice. There's just something about the EX Team Rocket return set that the artwork, this set, you can just tell a card from this set. It's got like a retro mixed with new kind of feel. It's almost like a Wizards of the Coast mixed with Nintendo feel. You kind of get it's almost like Aquapolis mixed with EX Nintendo era cards. So it makes it a really nice set to see all together like this. There's that Marrow. And there's also a reverse holo, or I'm sorry, a secret rare holo Azumarill in this set. Actually, my mistake. It's not from this set, but I'll show you anyway. It's a nice secret rare card. Kind of looks similar to the Azumarill in this set, but it's actually a good example to show you how unique this set is. So this card has kind of that feel of the Nintendo era EX cards, whereas this one, you can see how it's unique. It's got the kind of that Wizards of the Coast type of feel, at least later Aquapolis Skyridge Expedition kind of feel, at least. So yeah, I've been getting, for investors, this is a set that is extremely sought after right now. I didn't actually even realize how sought after it would be until I started listing them, but it's definitely a set you want to put on your list of sets to invest in and collect, because it's getting, I mean, this is another set just like I was talking about with EX Dragon Frontiers, where it's just super rare. Even on eBay, we have eBay, which is a global platform, and you search for a card and you'll see maybe 10 of them in non-holo and one or maybe even sometimes none in reverse holo. And that just shows you how rare these cards really are. This is another card that people were really after. There's a nice dark Hypno. He's swinging the pendulum, hypnotizing the opposing Pokemon. Even the Dark Octillery. I mean, Octillery isn't known to be an especially exciting Pokemon, but I mean, this artwork, it's literally, it's got the shadow above it. It literally looks dark. So there it is. We've gone through almost a complete EX Team Rocket returns, and hopefully now maybe it piqued your interest and you'll check it out and try to make it on the list of cards that you collect. But like I said, it's the kind of set that is becoming more and more rare. It's even hard to find individual cards on eBay. So good luck with it. Thanks for checking this out, and we're going to get into the next set. Alright, the next set that we're going to get into is the EX Legend Maker set. And just to note, this is the second part of a video I made for the most recent binder I purchased, binder number 5 on this channel. And I just split it up between Wizards of the Coast and EX era sets just because it was such a big binder. Couldn't get it all into one video, so I just broke it up a little bit and we're going through it set by set. So here we have the Legend Maker set. This set, it kind of gets back to what we expect to see in the brand new acquired by Nintendo artwork, shifting away from the Wizard of the Coast style work, from the original style with the sets based to Neo, to the newer style with Aquapolis Expedition and Skyridge, to these newer sets. So this one, unlike Team Rocket Returns, it kind of gets back to what we expect a little more. Although this one does do a good job, I can only explain them as a little more glamorous, I would say. They're a little more glitzy. There's a nice Ghastly, Haunter, and Gengar evolution chain in this set. The Haunter looks really nice in the holographic. We can see the creepy looking branch tree, and Ghastly is also in some kind of forest. There's nice color in the trees and around Ghastly, as well as a nice yellow moon with an aqua aura around it. And of course, as with EX sets, we get that very cool logo on the bottom right of the border, which I think really adds to the aesthetic of the card. So I think with this set, a nice theme was the backgrounds. So as you can see here again, Aerodactyl is in like a kind of a creepy looking forest, and the different colors that separate the areas of the background really make it look nice and make it a nice set, as well as this Aggron. They did a really good job, especially with when they made the holos, how they differentiated the different colors in the holographic. For example, I'll show you the difference between a non-holo and a holo. You can see how they did a really good job. It just makes the colors more vibrant without losing any of the defining colorations and separations of the colors with the holographic. It's still nice and vibrant. The holo doesn't like cover it up, so it's just like hollowness and little bubbles and stars. You can really see the definition of the artwork with holographic on it. So they did a really good job with that. And the printing quality was pretty good, unlike with Holon Phantoms and Dragon Frontiers, which I've showed, which had a little bit of an issue with the print lines. So that's one downside of those sets. I think it might have been during that time that the revenue might have just been down. This is part of the era that Pokemon was just losing a little bit of interest at this time. There was less of these cards printed, so they are more scarce, a little harder to find. These, just like with the other sets I mentioned, you can go on eBay. You'll find 50 base set Mewtwo's, but you try to find these, especially in reverse holo, maybe you'll find one or none sometimes. So it's the kind of set you want to get your hands on now and invest in, because it's just so scarce. They're just so rare. Again, the background holographic, they did a really good job. That's what I would say is the theme for this set, would be the backgrounds. How they're always in some type of environment, some type of natural environment, and the holographic brings out the colors of the background and the cards really well. So here are just the non-holo set, so you can kind of see the artwork that is in this set. The kind of Pokemon. You can see there's a Weeping Bell and a Bellsprout. There's the Victory Bell. So again, great backgrounds, lots of color, lots of pop, and very defined. As you can see with the rare holos, the name is holographic, which is cool. And the HP as well. It's also a nice holo Machamp. This Growlithe is a really nice Growlithe art. It's very cute, playing with another Growlithe. More getting to the end, the trainers, and there it is. So there's EX Legend Maker, and as usual, these will be listed up at my store, MyManJustin's Collectible Emporium, and they are going pretty quick. I've already listed some, and honestly, I haven't had cards go this quick in a while, so if you get a chance, go check them out, and we'll get to the next set. Here we have the EX Ruby and Sapphire set. Now, this set is a little more similar to the more recent Wizards of the Coast sets. You can even see how it has the E-Series, the e-reader on them. It's interesting, some of the cards don't actually have the barcode on them to scan them, but you can see the reverse holo looks like the Wizards of the Coast reverse holos, where it's all over the card and just a kind of a standard holographic, rainbow holographic, no symbols, no stars or bubbles. So we have the three Final Evolution starters, Blaziken, Sceptile, and Swampert in this set, as well as the Grovyle and Combuskin in the second, as well as the Marshtomp in the second. So these, and it looks like it's like a blanked out E-Series. It's possible that maybe they were going to do the e-reader cards like in the previous and then had to cancel it. Here's an example of the rare holo, non-reverse holo holographic. And it's definitely a different look for Mightyena. Much more docile looking. He's kind of in a little meadow, looking all innocent. It's a nice card. There's the Swampert and the Mudkip. So this set's a little less complete, but you can kind of get the feel for it. You get the E symbol on them, although they are Nintendo, not Wizards of the Coast. Even the coughing looks similar to the Expedition coughing a little bit. But you can tell it doesn't have the same depth of artwork. I think this set was kind of a learning set for Nintendo when they took over. It's like they tried to match the Wizards of the Coast, but just weren't able to capture what they were doing on this set. So this set, it's not one of my favorites. There are some nice cards in it. Here's a holo Aggron, rare holo. Reverse Holo Poochyena. But this set, you know, it's still a very valuable set. There are some nice, because this is when they started introducing the EX cards, which I think Nintendo did a really good job on as far as the EX cards go. For example, the Mewtwo in this set, the Mewtwo EX, they were starting to get the hang of it. Definitely how they started making the EX cards, just the idea of EX itself, that was a new idea. The holographic borders look really nice. More and more collectors are coming to appreciate these EX era cards. This Mewtwo looks pretty nice. Mint condition. But just to give you a contrast of the difference in artwork, here's the Charizard from Expedition. Almost looks like he's on a cloud or something. Maybe at the top of a mountain with clouds around him. And you can just see the artwork is more detailed. There's just more thought into it. There's more emotion into it. Here's an Aquapolis, Togetic. You can see the background. There's like some Togetics in some kind of almost like a Victorian era town square, and it's just a kind of a whole nother level than that. Sorry, Goldine. As you can see too, there's no barcode on the bottom like there was these. And then we get to the end, trainers. There it is, EX Ruby and Sapphire.